So, you've heard Microsoft are ending support for Windows 10 on October 14, 2025. You're currently loving Windows 10 though, so what does that mean for you? Fast forward to the 14th of October 2025. You're turning on your Windows 10 PC. Will it work? Will it even turn on? Well, end of service does not mean a complete shutdown of the operating system, so you'll be able to boot your PC as normal and it will work. So what's the big deal? Well, once end of support happens, your PC will gradually become less secure the further in the future you get. This is due to Microsoft stopping all updates, including important security updates. There will be no future bug fixes, patches, or OS vulnerabilities identified. This means that you could be far more at risk from viruses and hackers if you choose to stay on this operating system, even if you have a third-party antivirus software. What you also may find is though all apps will still likely work close to the end of support date, eventually they too will likely stop creating updates or available versions for Windows 10, which could leave you without access to your favourite browsers, games or other apps. Doing nothing and staying on Windows 10 past October 14th to 2025 isn't a viable option if you want a secure PC. So what options do you have? Well, the most advised option would be it's time to upgrade to Windows 11. There are two ways you can do this: by purchasing a new Windows 11 PC or by upgrading your current Windows 10 PC to Windows 11. To check if your Windows 10 PC is eligible to upgrade for free to Windows 11, select the Start button, then go to Settings, Update and Security, and Windows Update. If, however, you find your current Windows 10 PC is ineligible to upgrade to Windows 11, but you still want to upgrade, then it's time to look at a new PC. The great thing about Windows is there's a huge spectrum of choice available from top brands such as Acer, Asus, Samsung, HP, Surface, and Lenovo. If you're not sure where to start, why not check out some of our overview videos like this one here to get a feel for what Windows PC may be right for you. If you're not in a position yet to upgrade to Windows 11, then there may be another suitable option for you to keep enjoying Windows 10 by purchasing extended security updates. Extended security updates were traditionally only offered to commercial or education customers, but for the first time now, regular customers are also able to purchase a 12-month option for $30. The Extended Security Update, or let's just shorten this to ESU for now, is a last resort option and is not intended as a long-term solution, hence the 12-month limit, as it only includes critical and important security updates. ESUs do not include new features, customer-requested non-security updates, or design change requests. However, Microsoft may include non-security fixes as deemed necessary. This could be an option that bridges the gap and gives you some more time before needing to move on from Windows 10. If you're on the fence about possibly upgrading to Windows 11, it's understandable, as what we know works is comfortable, right? Well, the good news is that Windows 11 actually builds on the familiarity and how easy Windows 10 is to use while offering upgraded experiences and features. Which is all very vague of me to say, so here are just a few ways Windows 11 wins. As we've mentioned, lack of security being the #1 reason why Windows 10 will not be a viable option after end of support, you'll probably be glad to know that Windows 11 is even more secure straight out of the box, with a reported 62% drop in security incidents and 3 times reported reduction in firmware attacks. There are safer app experiences thanks to features like Smart App Control, and Windows Hello is even better on Windows 11, meaning not only do you not have to not remember passwords, but it also makes it harder for hackers to exploit through phishing attacks. If you're unsure about Windows 11 because it feels like jumping to a new operating system may be unfamiliar and hard to use, then let me put your mind at ease. Windows 11 keeps a similar layout and functionality to Windows 10, but with a slightly sleeker design. Key elements like the taskbar and start menu have been updated for a cleaner look with a centralized design, but have kept that easy to use feature like having a search bar at your fingertips. However, if everything being in the center doesn't take your fancy, then just head into taskbar settings and move it all back over to the left like you used to. On that theme of Windows 11 being easier to use, I mean that for every single person. Windows 11 is the most inclusively designed and most accessible version of Windows yet. It includes a huge range of accessibility settings designed by and for people with disabilities, though they may have applications outside of a disability need. These include calmer, more appealing narration, beautiful new contrast themes, and live captions, as well as a more responsive and flexible experience for working with other assistive technologies that you may already be using. To find all these great settings, just hit the Windows key and U on your keyboard. Last up, what about if you've been gaming on Windows 10? You've got the setup that you have optimized and know just works. So why should you move? Well, now Windows 11 has never been better for gamers. Let's take a feature like direct storage, which you may already be using to decrease load times and increase frame rates. Well, with the improved memory stack in Windows 11, this allows for speed that will never be matched in Windows 10. Windows 11 also includes new and improved features like Auto HDR and Dynamic Refresh Rate, meaning you're always getting the best balance of your games looking great while managing peak performance. And if you want an easy-to-use overlay to manage performance while you game, just hit Windows plus G on your keyboard to bring up Game Bar. And remember, Windows is always about customization for your best setup. So if any of these features aren't for you, just head to Settings and toggle them on or off. Now, I may have convinced you that Windows 11 is the way to go, and if you've determined earlier that you're going to need a new Windows 11 PC, you could be dreading that move. If you remember the days of having to move all your photos and videos over onto an external hard drive and then spend hours downloading them onto the new PC, as well as trying to find all the apps you know and love and set them up again. Well, now Windows Backup takes out all the stress for you, and it works across both Windows 10 and Windows 11. If you want a full step-by-step guide on how to set up your new Windows 11 device, including backup, just check out this video right here. And that should be everything to put your mind at ease with the upcoming end of support for Windows 10. However, if you've still got some questions, be sure to comment them down below so we can get them answered for you. For now though, that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!